Automotive nicknames are a dying art. Back in the day, and long before I could drive, a car's street cred would either get roasted or praised in the public domain for a creative combination of monikers given to it by car enthusiasts far and wide between. Godzilla instantly springs to mind, a word associated with a fictional Japanese monster, or the Skyline GTR. The first 911 Turbo also got a good one, the Widowmaker. I could keep going, so I will. You've got the Clown Shoe and the Brick, the Hammer, Mr. 2, Bug Eye, Scrap Metal, and then my favourite one of the bunch, the Boat. These generally come in a variety of shapes and sizes, but generally refers to larger luxury limousines, such as this, the Audi S8. This is my favourite genre of car. I love big, lazy, cushy automatic city cruisers. I love the way they calmly glide along like a luxury yacht, like a boat. There's a lot of these boats floating around London, but probably not as many as actual boats themselves. Any Londoner with a driving licence would have at some point had their miserable journey ruined by this beautiful bastard behind me. Trying to cross or even follow the River Thames on a busy day like today can prove more difficult than climbing Mount Everest with your hands tied behind your back. If you want to get from one end of London to the other, you're better off using an actual boat. Or are you? And this got me thinking, wouldn't it be interesting if I could rope in an unassuming friend or cameraman into putting this question to the ultimate test? Man versus man, road versus water, boat versus boat. And so, you join us at a very crispy Saturday morning in January at 11 o'clock at Putney Embankment, which is the first stop on the boat journey that will see cameraman Matt cross London all the way to Greenwich Pier.
And Mike's job is very simple. Try and beat me in the Audi.
Yes, that's right. A tale older than time itself. The fastest man or boat wins. The rules are simple. Matt and I both have to follow the Thames, and the last man there buys lunch.
I would be taking the Thames Clipper, a public transport boat. The Clipper makes multiple stops on its journey, and you can simply hop on and off depending when you need to go. It's just like a bus, just a bit sketchier if things go wrong.
The Audi, however, makes no stops and goes anywhere I point it, and I shall be pointing it to the finish line, which is the Gypsy Moth pub, just outside Greenwich Pier. My route is 12.5 miles long. Matt's is shorter, at only 8, but he needs to make 6 public transport stops along the way. His first hurdle, though, is paying for a ticket.
Check this out, £18.60 for a ticket. My God. Oh yeah.
Meanwhile, my start was, let's say, a little less organised than that. Right, as you saw, Matt's just left, and I've literally just finished setting up the cameras. The plan was to have like an epic goodbye, I'll see you there type of moment, but to be honest with you, we just didn't get around to it because there was so much to do this morning, and the boat snuck up on us. I'll put you here so you can see where I'm going, and the Audi roars to life. This sounds a lot better than the boat does, I'm sure about that. To Greenwich, before Matt. And so, my race was finally underway. Delayed by a fiddly camera setup, Matt managed to make the most of the opportunity and jumped the gun on me. Not only that, but he wasted no time coming for my job, quickly going from cameraman Matt to presenter Matt.
And we're off. Now, I know the Clipper is about 5 or 10 minutes slower than driving to Greenwich, according to Google Maps, but I also know how stubborn Mike is when it comes to using directions. He claims he's never been lost, and as far as I know, he's driving this without any form of direction.
Matt is probably all smug on the boat right now, like, oh, Mike never uses maps, he brags about never being lost. And he's right, I never have been lost. However, for the purpose of the race, I am using Google Maps because he got a jump start on me, and I want to avoid any potential mishaps and pickles I can get myself in using nothing but my bean. Not only did I have my supreme sense of direction to help me catch up with Matt's cheating boats, I also had the right car for the job. I should probably tell you a little bit about this car and why I've chosen it. So this is an Audi S8. It was made from 1996 to 2003, which is over that crossover period where big luxury barges, boats, were really at their prime. You had the E38, you had the 140, but this was Audi's offering. The S8 was their kind of most powerful, quickest, sportiest, sexiest, basically the one you wanted if you really were the big businessman and had some money to splash. So we got the facelift, V8, 5 valves per cylinder head, making this a 40 valve engine. Hatchbacks back in the day would brag about, 16 valves. Pff, pathetic, mate. V8, 4.2, 360 brake horsepower, of which I will use basically none because I'm in London, so I'm stuck within 20 miles an hour, but you get the idea. We got the right tool for the job. I wonder where Matt is right now. I wonder if he's cold. He must be cold.
We're filming this in early January, and it's about 1 degree out. I got 2 pairs of socks, 2 pairs of trousers, and 4 layers on, and I still can't feel my face. And I know Mike is going to be sitting in that S8 smug with his heaters on, heated seats on, full whack.
Tell you what, lovely day for it. We lucked out with the weather. Well, I have. I am in a lovely heated cabin. I got my heated seat turned up to 6. Does it go any higher than that? 6 is as high as it goes. I'm warm. We were only about 15 minutes into the race, and despite my rocky start, things were going pretty well for Team S8. I was comfortably making pace at a far greater rate than I first thought I would, so this race was quickly turning into just another walk in the park. We made so much progress in such a short space of time. Matt is stuffed. They say you can't cross London by car. They say you shouldn't try to. It's bad. It's impossible. And here I am, midday on a Saturday, cracking on. Easy. Absolutely easy.
Smug Mike may have breezed through Fulham and Chelsea, but he wasn't aware that the closer he'd get to Westminster, the slower he'd go, giving me and my clipper valuable time to catch up with his lousy, ageing Luxo barge.
Okay, I've been at this one set of lights now for about 10 minutes. The closer I get into Central, which I have to go through, the more likely I am to just be sitting in this. It's not good. Finally, freedom. We can go. Oh, can't do that to me. I'm in an Audi. I'm in an S8. Oh, Matt's calling me. Hello.
Hello, mate.
Where are you?
I've just arrived at Battersea Power Station.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm ahead of you, mate. I'm flying. Well, I say this, I've been at this one set of lights now for about 25 minutes, so you're going to catch me. The closer I get to Central, the more miserable this gets.
Yeah.
I think you'll be making time up when I'm in the heart of it.
Where are you now?
I'm about to cross Vauxhall Bridge, so technically your next stop.
Yeah, okay. I mean, once we get going, we're flying. The only thing that slows me down is having to stop.
Okay, I see.
And then it's like 3 or 4 minutes of just being sat, waiting for people to board, and then we get going.
Oh, my light has finally turned green, Matt. I'm gonna go, mate. I've got things to do. I got to get to the Gypsy Moth, mate.
All right, I'll see you then.
Bye-bye.
So we just arrived at Battersea Power Station, and you can see why I'm behind. Look how many people are boarding. It is a Saturday after all.
While I knew Mike would start getting bogged down the closer he got to Westminster, I didn't quite consider that the same would happen to me on the Clipper. Naturally, the tourists boarding my boat would be scrambling to get to the edge of the railing in order to capture a glimpse of these iconic London landmarks that they'd probably only seen in the past through a screen. Meanwhile, in the Audi, these famous London sights seemed to be giving Mike somewhat of an epiphany.
Easy to forget that London is such a tourist hotspot. Many people spend their lives' earnings to come visit here, and Matt and I get to parade around basically every weekend in cars. Oh, look at that guy pointing at the Audi. Should I give him a little blip? He likes it. Sounds so good. Right, we're going. To my surprise, I was making strong ground through Westminster. At this point, the race was simply in the bag for me. Look at this. I'm flying through these greens. Matt has had it. He's not going to be anywhere near me. This is the bit I was expecting to get really bogged down at. But no, it's sweet. There's Big Ben. Look at that. Oh, he really is big, isn't he?
To help me pass the time as I stormed to my victory, I decided now would be a good time to check out my Audi's onboard entertainment systems.
This screen's quite clever. You can poke it and it moves to the left or the right. So I can point it at me, the pilot, the captain of my ship, or you can point it at the passengers so they can watch TV. Although obviously the TV doesn't work anymore because this is all analog and analog TV doesn't exist anymore. You see, one of the issues of doing all of this on camera whilst being recorded is that I don't have the luxuries of listening to lovely Dua Lipa on the radio, because the mic will pick up the music and the video will get demonetized and copyright strike. There is, however, one radio station which prides itself on its quality of conversation, and that is LBC. So we could put that on. The only issue with LBC is that they tend to talk about only two things, and that is gay people and immigrants, which are two topics I'm not that invested in, to be honest. Let's have a look.
That wasn't disrupted, but what you're talking more broadly about is what we know as the post-war liberal order with international institutions, the United Nations.
What is this?
Let's not
Shut
forget,
up, man.
for more than 80 years.
What an absolute drivel. Who the hell spends their bloody Saturday listening to that shit?
Meanwhile, my backing track wasn't much better either.
It is noisy!
But it could be worse. I could have my moron colleague calling me to brag about his progress.
Right, I reckon we should check up on my lovely cameraman Matt and see if his boat has sunk yet. Oh, tunnel. Oh, I shouldn't, should I? Oh no, I really shouldn't. 1 sec, I'm in a tunnel.
Why did you call me then?
Oh my god. Anyway, sorry mate, I've gone through the only tunnel I get on this entire journey. I'm going to make the most of it. Where are you?
I'm coming up to the Houses of Parliament.
Oh mate, you've had it. I am so far ahead of you.
Yeah, but you're navving it on your own.
Yeah. Yeah. Right, yeah, alright. I'll see you there. I'm very much looking forward to my...
You come across the worst roadworks you've ever seen on Tower Bridge.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, I look forward to my lunch. I will see you in about half hour.
Whatever.
Are you warm, by the way?
No, I'm fucking freezing.
Sat on the engine, it's so loud. Now a bunch of kids have
Just come on board as well.
Nice. Yeah, I'm in luxury. This is lovely. The only thing making noise is a V8, as I've just demonstrated. It sounds amazing. Anyway, goodbye.
See you there.
Well, there you go. I'm having a free lunch today. Excellent.
I couldn't quite believe my luck. Matt had absolutely no hopes of catching me on his lousy flipper boat, and I couldn't quite believe just how efficient the car was at getting across London too. Today was a good day to be behind the wheel of an Audi S8.
Tell you what, I am yet again reminded that driving through London at midday is incredibly easy. Why don't more people do this? This is literally a piece of piss. I've been held at a red light twice, that's about it. Everything else has been extremely lovely.
As I crossed a very crowded Tower Bridge to enter the last legs of my journey, it quietly dawned on me that regardless of how easy the drive is, I'd still have to work around some vintage London motorist logistics before actually claiming my hard-earned free lunch.
There is one thing that Matthew has up his sleeve, which I haven't factored into the race yet, and that is the fact that I need to park up somewhere and then make my way to Gypsy Moth. You see, where he gets off of the pier, he's basically there. However, parking can be a bit tricky in certain parts of London, especially midday. I'll have to find a pay-by-phone bay or a meter bay, and these tend to not actually be anywhere near where you need to be, and a lot of the times they're just full, they're just busy. Hopefully, The one I need isn't busy, because I know there's a few next to the Gypsy Moth. I scouted it out earlier on Google Maps.
What Mike was bizarrely losing in cockiness, my boat was gaining in passengers.
All the tourists have bullied me out of my spot. I was going to get some lovely B-roll for the ladies and gentlemen watching, but yeah, I have been dethroned.
That's the back of the budget.
This is the loudest boat in the world.
Is the mark at London Bridge.
Now, I will say, even though my Audi was significantly warmer, comfier and quieter than Matt's boat, I have to admit that my view of London's landmarks was simply nowhere near as nice as the view Matthew had through his new friend's phone screen.
So I've only just passed Tower Bridge behind us. Yeah, Mike is going to be considerably ahead at this point. Maybe the mighty boat is no match for an S8.
Ah yes, the confessions of a losing man. As Matt began to finally accept the fate of his crusty boat, I was doing the opposite about my Audi.
I'll tell you what, it's really impressive just how much car you can get for not a lot of money with these old Luxo barges. This S8 is probably the rarest of the three, of the E38 and the S-Class. They didn't make as many, and therefore the prices kind of reflect that. So this is probably on the more expensive end of the spectrum. A nice one of these is, well, roughly about 10 grand. A 7's probably about 6 or 7, an S-Class probably even less because they made so many of them. But still, all three of those cars, especially this S8, offers comfort, quietness, refinement, really nice materials, really good build quality, get it in an interesting spec and offers some, you know, kind of uniqueness, individualism, all for the price of, cool, not a lot. You can't get much more car than this in a 10 grand bracket. I mean, hell, if you were to buy a brand new S-Class or 7 Series S8, you're looking at like 140,000 pounds up. That's ridiculous. Who the hell has 130,000 pounds? And actually, that reminds me, now's a good time to point out, if you enjoy the videos that I make with cameraman Matt, the best way to support us is to buy something from the store. There's t-shirts there, number plate frames, anything like that. candyshowroom.co.uk/shop. Take a look, you might like something.
While Mike was busy being a shady salesman, my boat appeared to find another gear. In absolutely no time at all, the mighty Clipper soared past Rotherhithe and quickly approached one of the most recognisable parts of London.
To my left, Canary Wharf. That's where all the bankers work.
You can really see why he's a cameraman, can't you? Meanwhile, in the S8, unaware of Matt's chipper progress past the concrete jungle of nightmares, I was already basking in my victory.
And the thing is, whenever you see these challenges, the presenter's always rushing about and they're trying to get there. I don't actually have any interest in getting out of this car. It is very warm in here, it is very comfortable, it is lovely. When I turn you guys off, I'm going to put some Dua Lipa on. This is sweet.
We'll see how that goes for Mike a little later on.
With the last stretch of Rotherhithe behind me, I finally made it to Greenwich, leaving me with one last hurdle to jump over, finding that dreaded parking spot.
Tell you what, the Gypsy Moth is just around the corner. This is where I want to be, and I can already see that I think there's a parking space.
Fortunately for me, there wasn't.
I think I've made a terrible miscalculation.
Just seconds before Mike arrived, somebody nabbed the spot he scouted earlier.
That doesn't work either. That lady's just pulled in and taken my spot. There's a single yellow, but I can't park in the single yellow because it's not 6 o'clock yet.
What you're about to watch now is what I think people refer to as the Apollo 13 moment.
This is where I start to get anxious because Matt Martin will be on a boat which docks basically at the pub, and he doesn't have to worry about any of this. He simply walks into the pub and claims his free lunch. See, that's the bay I saw, and he's just driven into it. Pay by phone bays, where are you? So are you going? Yes. Shut up. Yes. You ask and you shall receive, my friends. I will be getting my free lunch, thank you, Matthew. If these lovely people move out of my way. Matthew, where are you?
I've just passed Canary Wharf. I've only got one more stop.
Oh shit. Okay, cool. Yeah. I'll see you in the pub.
Why?
I'll see you in the pub.
What's the status update?
I think he has one more stop. I need to pay. Oh shit! On Google Maps it said that this is...
And just like that, things have quickly gone from Apollo 13 to Armageddon. With only one stop to go, the mighty Clipper was back in the race, and I really was closer than ever to receiving my free lunch.
Okay, this is gonna be much closer than I thought.
Right, only one more stop. It's 12:20. I reckon I'll be about 5 minutes and then I'll actually be at the pub. Mike was very ambiguous on our last call, so I genuinely have no idea whereabouts he is right now.
Right, we need to actually figure something out, guys.
Where I was right now was in the shit. I've never driven to Greenwich before. I had no idea where to look for a parking spot, and the further I drove away from the pub, the longer I'd have to spend running back to it.
What was a clear victory for me has turned into an actual... Matt was at Canary Wharf, one stop away. I reckon there's maximum 5 minutes between the stops. Focus, Mike, focus. Try not to kill these poor people.
I can see the Cutty Sark somewhere over here in the distance. Not long to go.
Oh my god. Ped, please. Buddy, watch out. Oh, this is so far away from the pub. I'm gonna have to run. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Right, I'm gonna make sure I'm first off. Excuse me. Thank you.
Greenwich beer, please.
Yes. Pay at machine. Pay and display. Oh my god, I'm so far away. Right. This will actually be a dash. This will be an actual dash. Please. Shh.
With the help of my parking incompetence, Matthew had absolutely no idea that we were lining ourselves up for our first ever candy showroom photo finish.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Right. Windows up, engine off.
With the trusty Clipper finally docking at Greenwich Pier, my objective was now clearer than ever. Dash to the pub and make sure I get there before Mike.
Thank you, mate. Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.
And now I run. And now I run. Oh my god, I didn't lock the car. Fuck. Lock. It's not locking.
Right. Time to see if I've earned myself a pint or not. I'm gonna get a wiggle on. Oh.
It's not locking. It's locked.
I can see it. Right, I'm gonna get a jog on. I want that pint. Oh my god. Oh my goodness Christ.
I made it. The question now is, was Mike already at the pub?
Sure, on different fucking sheets for this. Sorry.
The question now is, was Matt already in the pub?
Oh my god. Oh my god, no. It's the parking.
I've just got here,
I just...
like 20 seconds ago.
Come on, let's come outside. Oh, I can't believe I lost.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not scripted, I promise. I arrived 15 seconds before Mike.
I parked in the bay and then I got out of the car, realised I couldn't park there. Also, I didn't want to leave the second GoPro in the car, so I ran halfway down the road, I had to turn around, go back up and put the GoPro in the boot. Yeah. If it wasn't for that, I reckon I would have won that. I was here.
Mighty Clipper won.
Oh, right. Tell you what, guys, if you've enjoyed this video, on Matt's face there'll be some others you can watch. We'll leave you on that. Yeah, thanks for watching. Take care.
Thanks for watching, guys.
And we'll see you
in the next one.
We'll see you next one. Oh, God, I need to make up for that.